Today, we're going to talk about increasing open rates for your email campaigns. My name is Andrew, and I've been doing sales development for SaaS companies for over 5 years now. And due to the nature of our business, we send tens of thousands of emails every month on behalf of our clients. That being said, email open rates are crucial for our business, and today I'm going to share all the things that you need to do to increase your email campaign open rates. One thing I need to mention is that this video is mostly aimed at sales and sales development professionals, as their email campaigns are the ones that suffer from low open rates mostly. Marketing people will be able to get some high-level tips and tricks as well, but I believe we'll do a separate video on marketing email campaigns after. So first, let's define what kind of open rates can be considered as low. Here at SalesNash, we consider every email that has a 30% open rate or lower as underperforming, which means that open rates are too low. So what can you do to improve them? There are 3 things you want to check in the priority order, and those are: first, the infrastructure you use to send your email campaigns. To get more details on this one, feel free to check our video on email deliverability, but generally you need to double check your domain settings, the platforms that you use to send out emails, and the IP or mail servers that you use. The next thing is the database you use for your email campaigns. You want to make sure that your list is up to date and contains less than 1% of incorrect information. Specifically, you need to look into your prospects' names and the emails. And the general rule is to never use lists that you can buy online, as their accuracy is usually between 30 and 70%. Using this list will drag your deliverability down, while also not producing the results you want because a huge portion of the list is outdated. And the last thing is the content you use in your outbound campaigns. Generally, you want to avoid using wording that will drag your email to the spam or promotions folder. Therefore, look up the list of spam words on Google and Outlook and avoid using them. On top of that, you want to make sure that you don't use trackable or shortened links in your emails, as that's one of the main spam triggers for Google. So, what are the things that you can do to improve your email deliverability and open rates? I've compiled 3 simple steps that will fix the problem in 90% of cases, and those steps are: first, divide your workload between different subdomains and mailboxes. If you are sending up to 100 emails to new prospects every day, you should be fine with using 1 or 2 mailboxes. But if your volume is higher, have a separate mailbox for each 50 to 100 new prospects per day and a separate subdomain for each 500 to 1000 prospects every day. That will increase your open rates and will protect your campaign in general, as you will be able to diversify risk by keeping eggs in different baskets. The second step is initiate a constant warm-up. A warm-up is a process used to increase your sender's reputation, and there is a bunch of tools on the market that allow you to automate it. What they do is they basically send bulk emails to recipients that are going to respond, mark your message as important, and open it a couple of times. That shows Google and Outlook spam filters that your emails usually have high engagement, so they deliver more of your emails to inboxes as opposed to spam or promotions folder. Generally, you want to keep the volume of warm-up emails your mailboxes send equal or higher than the volume you send yourself. And the third step is establish a research process. As soon as you have fixed your content and infrastructure, as well as divided the workload between different subdomains and mailboxes, the only thing that will drive your deliverability down is the quality of the database that you use. Therefore, you need to establish the research process. It doesn't matter whether you are using lists that you have bought or the data from ZoomInfo or other providers. What you want to do is you want to dedicate a person to do the research for you. This person is going to verify emails on the list through a couple of services and make sure your bounce rate is below 1%, along with going through the list to make sure it's relevant for the type of campaigns that you run. Your best interest is to target smaller niches with a very specific value proposition, so establishing a research process is rather a necessity if you are planning to constantly run email campaigns. Considering that research process is one of the crucial parts of making your email campaign successful, and you might not have a person to do that, or your time is too valuable for you to do that yourself, we as a team are able to provide you with a research resource to make sure that your emails are being delivered, you are going after the right type of prospects, and you have all the data for your emails to look good. And for subscribers of this channel, we're able to provide 1 researcher for 1 day free of charge. Feel free to complete the form at the bottom of this video to provide us with your ideal customer profile, and our team is going to reach out within 1 day to set you up with a free researcher for 1 day to make your campaigns look good. So, to summarize everything, there are 3 main things you want to check when your email open rates are low, and those are: the infrastructures that you use to send out emails, the data you use for your outbound campaigns, especially prospects' names and emails, and the content you use for your outbound campaigns, especially links and spam words. At the same time, there are 3 steps you can take to fix your open rates, and those are: first, dividing the workload between subdomains and mailbox. The second one, initiating and running warm-up campaigns. And the third one, establishing a research process to make sure your campaigns are going to work. Thank you very much. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, share your thoughts and comments, and see you next time.